Pro Squad, what's good, man? It's your boy JR here, back with another video. And today's video, man, is basically about a comment that I'm addressing that will, of course, the person will remain anonymous, but if you scroll through, you know, certain videos or whatever, you might be able to pick it out, or you might have been thinking about this yourself. But basically, I'm going to just be talking about the factors that influence 0 to 60 times. All right, so I'm going to break this thing down as best I can to someone who, I guess, looks at things at face value. All right, not considering any details, any, you know, deeper factors, you know, about 0 to 60 times. And I'm specifically talking about challenges, but chargers will play a part in this as well. But yeah, so if this is your first time at the channel, man, go and hit that subscribe button, because we have more content like this, just basically discussing and interacting about things like this. So you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications so you know when I'm posting these videos. All right, man, so let's go on and get into it. Basically, I've done a few 0 to 60 times. I posted pictures, I posted shorts, you know, and things like that to just kind of show you. I believe before I had my car cam, I did a 0 to 60 and it was like 4.9. And then I did another 0 to 60 and after it was cam, and it was horrible. I can't remember exactly what it was. I'll probably put a little clip of it up here and show you what it was, but it was definitely not a 4.9. So all right, so for those of you who are new to this whole thing and don't really understand how 0 to 60 times works, basically you started from a complete stop and you're just calculating how long does it take you to get to 60 miles per hour. All right, and if you have a 2015 Dodge Challenger and up, well, I mean, I don't even know if the older models earlier than 15 have it, but speaking for 15 and up, we have performance timers, you know, quarter mile, half mile, 0 to 60 timers. And basically, you know, we can get a rough estimate of what our 0 to 60 times to start from a complete stop. Now, the things that you got to consider when you're doing 0 to 60 times, and it's a few things, I'm gonna talk about all of them just a little bit, but you got to think about the type of tires that you have on your car. So me, I have Nitto 555 G2s, and last time I did a 0 to 60, I did not have these. If I recall, I think I might have had Delenti tires, and I'm not saying that those are bad tires, but probably not the best for, like, you know, coming from a dead stop doing 0 to 60s and like that. Or I might have had the Bridgestone Alenza tires on, and those are touring tires. They are not, you know, sports or, you know, those aren't like sports tires, you know. The style of the tire, the grip, you know, what type of grip you have, and even the width and the tire size, you know, plays a big part in your 0 to 60 times, because basically you have soft rubber, then you have your slippery rubbers that grip pretty good, and others that just, you know, you just be burning them out, just be spinning. And, you know, you can't really get a full accurate 0 to 60 if you just, you know, you spinning most of the time anyway. It's hard to get traction in these cars, but that's one of the main things that you got to think of. And next thing you got to look at is the surface. It's a race surface. So most of the time when we're doing 0 to 60s, we're on just regular concrete, you know, asphalt. So that's going to be a rough factor, you know, and that can be a lot of different things. I mean, depending on, you know, if you're just out here on the street, then you don't know what may have spilled on the road. You know, somebody might put a drink down, you just threw something down, you know, and it's just slippery. It could have just finished raining, condensation, humidity, you know, it could just be a lot of stuff going on. So, with, you know, the surface that you're racing on. So that's nothing you got to keep in consideration. Now, a big part of it also with 0 to 60 times is the temperature and weather conditions, man. I'm gonna tell you something. I personally believe that you will have much better, like, 0 to 60 times, let's say around this time, like springtime. So it's not crazy hot, it's not too cold, you know, it's about, well, 66 degrees right now, so that's pretty much an ideal time. So you got to take into consideration your intake temperature and how, you know, your engine is running, you know. So I have a 180 degree thermostat, so my engine can run cooler during hotter temperatures, but also I have a cold air intake, and the temperature of the engine can make or break a 0 to 60 time. If it's too hot, you're not going to get as much horsepower because the engine loves cool air. So you got to take that in consideration. All right. And the next thing, and this is a mod right here that everybody don't have, but they're quick to judge on it, and that's the skill of the driver. The driver mod, as some of us actually call it. And that's just basically how well you know your car as a driver and know how to execute a good takeoff, a good launch, and just knowing how your car drives. Because just because you get in the car, put it in drive, and just smash on the gas, don't mean that you just going, and you got 800 horsepower or whatever, doesn't mean that you're going, you know, in a 0 to 60 or whatever, it doesn't mean that you just going to smoke the person that you could brace up against. Just because you have the horsepower doesn't mean that you're gonna win. You got to know how to use it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. It's the motion of the ocean. I'm messing that up. But anyway, y'all know what I'm saying. Just because you have the horsepower don't mean you know how to use it. So you gotta, the person itself has to, you know what they're doing in their car. All right. So then also, because this is 2015 and up, you may have a 2023 or whatnot. You got to look at the driver assisted technology. So the car has, this is an 8-speed transmission, 8-speed automatic transmission. Automatics are automatically faster, no pun intended, than manuals. So people who drive manual race against somebody who has automatic. You already know that you're shifting, your launches, everything's got to be down packed. You know, you got to start. You got to have that thing read up to a certain RPM. You can't just smash on the gas because you ain't gonna have no traction. You know, you got to think about different stuff like that. All right. Again, this is for people who don't know much about 0 to 60s, and you just looking at the fact that, oh, this person beat this person because, you know, like, a V6 is V6 has better timing than this. Like, okay, well, these are the reasons why. You know, it could be one of many reasons, but this is what I'm explaining to you right here. All right. And that's my opinion. I think the last thing is just the weight of the car. You have a lot of weight in this car. This is a heavy car, man. Okay, so, and I'm using this for comparison reasons, because I came from a V6 and I actually beat a person that had RT at the time. You know, but honestly, I didn't sit here and say, oh man, a V6 is faster than an RT. By no means. It just so happened that particular time that I did a 0, you know, that I had actually raced a person, which is comparable to a 0 to 60, I just happened to know what I was doing at that time. All right. It's kind of like bad takeoffs happen to even the best drivers sometimes. You miss a gear, you know, anything can happen. But the weight of the car is another very, very important factor. So looking at statistics, the 2023 Dodge Challenger SXT on average weighs between 3,800 pounds and 4,000 pounds. All right, and that's just factory and just basically the car itself. That's not even counting the person driving or what they may have in the car. You know what I'm saying? You might have a gym bag like I got, and got, you know, just everything. You got weights in the bag. You might have, I don't know, furniture in the back or some tools in the back, whole back seat. All of that stuff slows you down on the 0 to 60 or whatever. That's why you see people take out back seats in the cars and stuff, because they're trying weight reduction. You feel me? So that's why, like, if you put you could put a Hellcat up against a smart car and drop a 6.4 in a smart car and see won't that Scat Pack lose against a smart car with a 6.4. I know it's outrageous, but I've seen it happen. You got an SXT that weighs roughly between 38 and 4,000 pounds. And let me see what else we got here. Then basically you look at the RT to a Scat Pack, you know, that's got a curve weight, you know, basically from 4,100 pounds to 5,300 pounds. All right, so you got a 3.6 liter motor, and then you got a 5.7. Now the 3.6 obviously is smaller than a 5.7. Yes, the 5.7 has more power, but it weighs a lot more. So weight is a big thing, man. I mean, there's so many different factors that can determine or influence a 0 to 60 time. So if you have a V6, you beat somebody with an RT, don't get the big head too, you know, don't let it go to your head too much, because it's a lot of different reasons why you could have beaten this particular person at this particular time. All right, don't get it twisted, because if you put a V6 on a dyno and you put an RT on a dyno, it may not be a huge difference, but it's gonna be a difference. All right, with an RT and a scat pack, or a scat pack and a Hellcat, you know, vice versa. I mean, it's, you know, you put them things on the dyno, man, I mean, the numbers don't lie. All right, so, but when you out here in the real world, it's gonna slap you in the face. All right, well, oh my God, my car's supposed to have 485 horsepower, man, and this V6, man, beat me off the line. Or man, this Honda Civic beat me off the line. Yeah, Honda Civic gonna beat you off the line. The thing weighed 2 pounds. I mean, you know, I'm hypothetically speaking, I'm just exaggerating a bit, but yeah, if you got a lighter car, most cars are gonna be Challengers and Chargers off the line because they don't weigh as much. But down that road, I'm coming for that ass. Damn. All right. But anyway, man, I just had to talk about that for a second because that was just on my brain, bro. It was on my brain and I just had to holler. So yeah, y'all let me know in the comment section, man, what y'all think, what type of situations y'all done ran into. And let's just chop it up and talk about it, man. But anyway, your first time at the channel, man, if you like the video, hit that like button. Drop a comment below, let me know what you think. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your bell so you know when I'm posting. And I'll holler at y'all next one. Y'all make sure y'all be safe out here in these streets, man. I feel like it's trying to calm down. You know, we ain't in the media quite as much as we used to be. Or either maybe I'm just curbing all of that media, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just curbing those videos and stuff, but I feel like we cooling off a little bit, and that's what we need to do, man. We gotta enjoy these cars. We want to keep them for a long time. We want to pay them off, want to upgrade, modify, whatever, you know. We want to live our best lives and have fun at the end of the day. All right, but y'all make sure y'all be safe out here in these streets. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Till next time, man. Peace.